Okay, time to talk about concavity. So we say that a graph is concave up if it holds water and concave down if it dumps water. Okay, great. Pictures, wonderful. How do I tell from an equation? Well, let's look. Here, what do you notice about the slopes as I move from left to right? Well, they're negative here, then they're 0, and then they're positive. So what's happening? My first derivative, my slope, is going from negative to positive. So my first derivative is increasing. Well, if my first derivative is increasing, its derivative is positive. So what does that mean? It means the second derivative of the function is positive. Where my function's concave down, what do you notice about the slopes as I move from left to right? They go from positive slopes to 0 to negative slopes. So what does that mean? It means my slopes are decreasing. My first derivative is decreasing. So its derivative is negative. So the second derivative is negative. So where my second derivative is positive, I'm concave up. Where my second derivative is negative, my function's concave down. So let's look at an example. 5 plus 12x minus x cubed. Where is f of x concave up and concave down? So what do I need to do? I need to find the second derivative and make a number line. So here goes. The first derivative is 12 minus 3x squared, but I don't want to stop there. I want the second derivative, negative 6x. Now I'm going to make a number line. Remember, this is a number line now for my second derivative. So negative 6x equals 0 when x equals 0. So if I choose a number less than 0, negative 1, I have a negative times a negative, so that's positive. If I choose a number bigger than 0, like 1, I have a negative times a positive, so this is negative. So what does that tell me? That tells me that my second derivative is positive when my x values are less than 0, negative when my x values are greater than 0. So my function is concave up from negative infinity to 0, and it's concave down when x is greater than 0. What about that point there? What about 0? This point is called an inflection point. And an inflection point is where your concavity changes. I go from plus to minus. So it's a point where your concavity changes, either from positive to negative or negative to positive. And that is all there is to it.